What is going on, guys? Io here. Welcome back to another video. I'm going to make the intro quick so we can get right on with the video. But this is just going to be a cannoning series where I start completely from scratch and we are going to work our way up to some very advanced cannoning. So we're going to start at the basics with hybriding, obviously hybriding a wall. So when we put TNT into water, it does nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, if we put sand at the wall, it does absolutely nothing, obviously. But if we put TNT and sand in this exact order, TNT under the sand or inside of it, when we light this, the sand falls into the TNT. Now, it looks like the TNT is on top of the sand, but that's only graphical, meaning it's just what you see, it's not what's actually there. The TNT is actually indeed inside of the sand. And that makes it dry inside of the sand, and it blows up the wall. So that's hybriding. Now I want to explain, just real quickly before we keep going, I just want to explain to you how much delay TNT has when it explodes. So what I mean by that is that when we fire this, the TNT gets lit, and the time before it explodes is exactly 10 repeaters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on their maximum delays. Now, this is currently 40 ticks. 1 tick is 1 repeater. That's 1 tick, 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 4 ticks. So that is very good to remember. Next, I'm going to be moving on to an actual cannon that actually shoots this hybrid stuff. So there we go. And everything's loaded now. So I'm going to explain really quickly here what this cannon is going to do. So, when we fire this, it is going to activate this line of redstone, which is going to power all of these. But because when you put redstone signal into a slab, it won't power the block next to it or the slabs. So this TNT won't be powered when these get powered. And then we're going to wait. Because that is obviously 40 delays right there, we're going to wait 39. So 1 tick before these TNT explode, this one's going to light, which turning this one from a block into an entity is going to make this TNT, or this sand here, sorry, the TNT here turning into an entity form, or I guess being lit when we light it. Then it's going to allow this to fall down and turn into an entity. So 1 tick is 0.1 seconds. So let me just show that right here. 0.1 seconds is the equivalent of that, pretty much. So, 1/10 of a second. That's pretty good. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and fire this. So, as you can see here, we have delay, and then a split second before the power goes off, or the whatever it is we're launching, explodes. It lights the TNT, which fires down here and explodes the watered wall. So I'm going to go ahead and just fire that off one more time. I'm going to be looking at this front perspective now. And there we go. It happens all very fast, but it does indeed work. You can see there. So now we're going to be moving on to a different version of this cannon, should I say. This is an automated version. Sorry about that. Now I just need to change the tick there because that was not the correct tick. It was on maximum ticks, which would not work, so I decided just to change it back to 3 there. So this is a more automatic version that you don't need to reload by hand. And what I mean by that is we're using dispensers. Now, dispensers can be filled with tons of TNT. So this currently is 578 TNT, I believe, or something like that. Then 578 TNT per dispenser. Now, these dispensers can only dispense 1 TNT every time they get activated. So we have all these here, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is going to be the exact same thing as the other one, except for 2 things. This time, rather than having the TNT rather than having the sand fall down because the TNT explodes, or because the TNT gets powered, the sand gets pushed out and the TNT gets activated. So we can choose to disable the TNT by simply doing this. Now this TNT will no longer be powered by the redstone signal. However, we want it to be powered because that's going to hybrid. So obviously that's going to fire there. I'm going to go ahead and fire this. And as you can see, the sand gets pushed out by the piston, and it fires out here and explodes. Now, I'm going to end off this video by showing you how to sand stack, or stack sand, I guess. All you have to do is disable your hybrid, so don't enable the dispenser. Then you fire the cannon here, and as you can see, simply sand only will fire out, and then that way you can stack. Now, the reason you want to use dispensers and not normal TNT is because obviously it is a lot more automatic and easier for whoever's, firing the cannon, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fire this off once more. And now we can hybrid again, so we enable that. And fire away. So that was episode 1 of How to Cannon. And this is completely from scratch. So, we're going to be working our way up. Next episode, we're going to be looking more about main power here, about making this more powerful, because currently this only has a limited range. Next episode, we're going to be looking about how we're going to make that range longer. So, thank you for watching. Drop a like, subscribe for more. I'm going to be coming out with this series as often as possible. And, I'll see y'all later. Bye!